Please remember to like, subscribe, and never forget to ring that bell.
Seconds away from showtime. I love this part.
We're back! Amazing costumes, amazing performances, amazing reveals.
Everything is bigger. The audience, the talent, the voice.
It's crazy!
What is up, everyone? I'm Chris Knight, and you are watching The Real Review 3000 here with another episode of Unmasking, the Masked Singer. And what can I say? The background video is still the same because, well, how do I put this lightly? Fox is ingenious. I had to find another way to get the videos because they've kind of screwed with how I used to do it. So I still don't have a way to get it done. So next week, hopefully we'll have all 6 of the unmasked teams on the background video. We'll see what I can get done. But I do want to apologize for that. Since I said I would have them this week, I don't. What can I say? Let's go over what we saw on ABBA night. Besides some pretty decent songs, I have a liking to ABBA for some strange reason. Dancing Queen is like, I don't know, it gets everybody out on the dance floor almost every time. And Fernando, I don't know why. So, anyways, we heard Fernando, Dancing Queen, and SOS this week. So let's go over who was on. Rock Lobster. I believe Rock Lobster was the last person on, but he was the first person voted off. So we'll start with him. Let's see here. We saw that he's been in movies and TV shows since he was a kid. Prankster, was in trouble in school, got expelled from school because of the trouble that he caused. Then somebody someday said, hey, why don't you go on stage and here are these quirks you have? And so he did. The neurotic side of him, he mentions. I think we saw a judge's gavel. And then just his overall demeanor. And I guess also the fact that no one would expect this person to do this show with his OCD and his germophobia. And that's Howie Mandel. Howie Mandel was unmasked as the Rock Lobster. And he sang SOS by ABBA. And like I said, no one. I mean, it had to be him. I mean, when I was watching, I was like, this is Howie Mandel, but he would never do that. So I heard Martin Short. One of the judges said Martin Short. I was like, maybe that, but it still just came across like Howie Mandel. I think a real give me clue would have been that he has one voice that he's been paid for 3 times. He used to say it in his comedy sketches that he was paid for one voice 3 different times. That was for Gizmo, Skeeter off of the Muppet Babies, and Bobby's World. It's the same voice, he says. So 3 times he got paid, and each time he was asked, hey, give us a voice, and he gave him the same voice 3 times. And again, paid 3 times. I mean, I wish I was that efficient. Anyways, so up next, we'll talk about Night Owl, since she was voted off second, but she was also second up tonight, sang Fernando by ABBA. We saw top the charts at 17. She paved the way for people like Britney, Christina Aguilera, and even Nicole Scherzinger. Says pop princess OG. She's done movies, TV, and Broadway. I think she's still currently doing a lot of Broadway. We saw Long Island Iced Tea. And then basically, I'll just say that her body figure and then the crest of the Night Owl in diamonds was in a cross. And I thought that was a dead giveaway for Debbie Gibson, and it was. It was Debbie Gibson. So all those clues make, perfect sense for Debbie Gibson, and it sounded a lot like her too. When you grow up with somebody like that, and I think she's a few years older than me, but of course I adored Debbie Gibson, not for her music, but she was a girl. I was growing up, and it was like, hey. Yeah, anyways, teen angst, right? Anyways, last but not least, again, Medusa was up. She was up first this time. He got to sing Dancing Queen by ABBA, of course, since it was ABBA night. And I don't think that was really fair, because that is the ABBA song that everybody does. And I don't know how they picked these out or whatnot, but I thought that gave her a clear advantage right from the get-go. I'm not really sure, if I think Debbie would have beat her, but I think she could have, but, I guess that's kind of up in the air, whatever. We saw new clues this time. Chris Martin was shown. She has opened up for her in concert. This is who I think it is. Buckingham Palace was shown again. I mentioned that she said she has been on the show before, but this time she's here to perform. And I still think this is Bishop Briggs. Again, the Buckingham Palace, a lot of UK clues. We saw True Love, and I know she has a song that I don't think it's called True Love, but I know it's like Greatest Love or something like that. And she has been married within the past year or two, I know, so maybe that was something to do with that. But still, it sounds just like her, so I'm pretty sure this is still Bishop Briggs. And we're probably not going to find out. I don't think tonight we're going to get her knocked off, but we're going to talk about that here in a second. So, as usual, people voted off so far. Gnome was Dick Van Dyke, no guest, first performance. Mustang was Sarah Evans, no guest, first performance. Rock Lobster, Howie Mandel, no guest, first performance. And Night Owl, Debbie Gibson, no guest, first performance. As you guys know, I can't guess and tell you I know who these people are if we don't have a chance to actually talk about it. So the only person we have right now is Medusa to talk about, and I'm pretty sure, like I said, it's Bishop Briggs. Now, tonight's episode will have Medusa, of course, California Roll, Polar Bear, and I think tonight's theme is New York Night. So probably hear New York, maybe. Christopher Cross's, what is it? If you get caught between the moon and New York City, it's Arthur's theme. That's it. I think we'll hear something like that probably. There's lots of New York songs, but we'll see if they go with New York bands, songs that mention New York or what. But that's tonight. Guys, let me know if you think who Medusa is. Let me know. Put that down in the comments. And just let me know again, what do you think about this format? I still don't really like this format. I wish they would just like unveil or unmask one of these guys, and then the next episode do the next one at the beginning. I think that would be a much better format, but they don't listen to me do that. Anyways, with that said, I am Chris Knight. This has been The Real Review 3000, and I am officially out of here.
Please remember to like, subscribe, and never forget to ring that bell. Follow Chris Knight and The Real Review 3000 on these platforms. For email and Patreon, see the description box below. To reach the Ego, use the Twitter handle @theego5150. We would like to thank the generous members of The Real Review 3000. Those members are JJ, aka Sithlord 3827, Anzo of Biggerford Entertainment, Yvette, Sean Stackhouse, Captain Trek, Jesse Ritchie, and Abraham Morales. Thank you for your support and donations that help us at The Real Review 3000 bring you, the viewer, better content. For information on how to become a member, click the join button below.